Ever thought about why you've inherited your mother's radiant smile, or your father's striking eye color? Or perhaps you found yourself puzzled about why you over or are dwarfed by your siblings in height. The resolution to these enigmas is housed in something unimaginably tiny yet profoundly impactful: your genes and DNA. Now let's envision your body as an intricate, comprehensive instruction manual. This guide comprises all the essential data required to fashion and run the phenomenon that is you. Let's bring in Dr. A geneticist to shed some light on this. As Dr. Williams explains, the sentences in this manual, or the building blocks you as a person, are known as genes. The fascinating part, however, is that these sentences don't comprise words as we know them. Rather, they're constructed from a unique biological code we refer to as DNA. The way these genes and DNA combine and express themselves is what results in your physical attributes, from your height to your eye color. They are the fundamental determinants of our physical traits. So, the mystery of why you look or are built a certain way, it's all in the power of your genes and DNA. As our resident expert Dr. Smith so eloquently puts it, DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is not just a complex molecule, but the very cornerstone of existence. This marvelous structure carries the genetic blueprint utilized in the growth, development, operation, and reproduction of all known living organisms and a multitude of viruses. You can think of DNA and RNA as the architects of life. They are nucleic acids, forming one of the four major categories of macromolecules, which includes proteins, lipids, and complex carbohydrates. These four are the pillars that support all known forms of life. Truly, the importance of DNA in the sphere of life cannot be overstated. Introducing Dr. Jameson, a renowned geneticist, he explains, genes are not just mere segments of this DNA code. They are indeed the very manuscripts containing the instructions that direct your body's growth and functionality. They dictate the color of your eyes, your height, and even the form of your nose. Each gene is like a unique chapter in a book, possessing a distinct snippet of information. This specific instruction plays a crucial role in creating the unique individual that is you. It's incredibly fascinating to comprehend the profound significance of these genes in shaping our identity. Our expert biologist, Dr. Johnson, chimes in, and it's not just humans who have genes. Every living organism that you can think of, from the minuscule bacteria to the mammoth-like whale, all carry genes. It's the universality of genes. He further explains, these genes are faithfully passed down from generation to making a seamless genetic relay from parents to their offspring. This is the magical process that might result in you carrying your grandmother's infectious laugh or your father's amazing knack for playing the piano. In the intriguing words of Dr. Sarah Johnson, a renowned geneticist, one of the mysteries and marvels of life is how every person's gene pool is as distinct and individual as a fingerprint. Remarkably, no two people possess the exact same genes, barring the exceptional case of identical twins. It's this distinction in our genetic makeup that truly sets each one of us apart, creating our uniqueness and diversity. It's the astonishing science of genetics that makes you, you. Our expert scientist, Dr. Jane Thompson, takes you on a thrilling journey studying genes and DNA, akin to deciphering the secrets of life's instruction manual. With her guidance, we delve into this complex genetic code, striving to comprehend how it operates and impacts our health, traits, and a plethora of other aspects. So to summarize, genes are segments of DNA that hold the instructions for building and operating your body. They are passed down from your parents and make you who you are. And just like a unique storybook, your genes are one of a kind, carrying the story of you. At this point, we welcome Dr. Jenna Matthews, seasoned geneticist, to further explain. The study of genes and DNA, she starts, is an ongoing quest into the very blueprint of life. It is a journey that continues to reveal the intricate and amazing secrets of our existence. Like architects studying a building's blueprint, we geneticists decode the plans of life encoded in our genes. This engaging narrative from Dr. Matthews brings a personal touch to our understanding of genes and the blueprint of life. Our enthusiastic scientist, with a twinkle in his eye, steps up to the digital screen. Now that we understand the significance of genes and DNA, he begins, let's dive a little deeper into this fascinating world. Imagine genes as a unique language, a code that our body uses to function and grow. He draws a simple diagram of a DNA double helix on the screen. These are the words of our genetic language. He points to the rungs of the DNA ladder, made up of 4 different types of molecules, or letters: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. With a swipe of his hand, the screen changes. A second personality, an interpreter, steps in, her gaze fixed on the screen as she starts to explain the decoding of the genetic language. Once the DNA is unzipped, she gestures, these letters pair up to form new strands. Consider this process as the translation of a foreign language. She continues, our bodies read these words, these codes, and translate them into proteins, the building blocks of our bodies. The scientist pauses, looking at the audience, his passion for the subject evident. This is the beauty of genes and DNA, the complexity and simplicity of it all. This coded language is what makes you and me. Isn't that just incredible? The scene ends with the scientist and the interpreter looking thoughtfully at the digital screen, the DNA animation still playing. Their combined enthusiasm and passion leave a lasting impression, making the complex world of genes and DNA a little more understandable.